to solitude. It's not safe these days. Lots of travelers just disappear south of Dragonbridge. Can't find a trace of them.
Fire,
The
shelter.
rumors say the culprits are
The
vampires.
rowdy patrons
I try
aren't
not to
exactly
listen to
upping the appeal factor, but
try to look inconspicuous.
I'll live.
What is war but a way of life? A fire that starts in the heart and spreads to the hand that wields the sword. I have a myriad of stories to share from my travels across all 9 provinces of Tamriel. Which one would you like to hear about? With fire burning from the gaping hole in its chest, the Daedra fell back, and I promptly vaporized it in a burst of light. Suddenly, I heard an ungodly demonic roar coming from the planar vortex, and a massive hand with fiery red veins pushed through the barrier between worlds, like a snake emerging from its burrow. Quick as lightning, I severed the dark anchor that the fallen Daedra was guarding, and watched the chain recoil and wind itself around the hand of Molag Bal. He cursed, and I shot 5 rays of light at his wrist, severing his hand completely. The Daedric prince howled with pain, and sent a massive shockwave through the portal from his intact hand, laying to ruin the nearby village, and causing me to black out.
Look over there.
When I awoke, I was laying on the roof of a half-demolished house, and a man's cry for help could be heard from within. Looming overhead was the visage of Molag Bal, with a massive sword in his good hand, and eyes like a tempest that never ends. "You," roared the prince, "come out so I can squash you like the worm you are." Yet I listened not to him, but a voice from beneath who said, "No, leave me, banish the prince, I'm a dead man anyway." Molag Bal turned around, saw me, and I met his gaze. "I sense 2 mortals here, but only one has a staff. I think I'll kill him first for making him think he could best me." The voice from below said, "This piece of wood is your staff?" "Yes," I replied. "Use it to heal your wounds and take you far away from here. I'll hold off the prince." Molag Bal struck just as I raised an orb of light around the ruined house and deflected his blow. Suddenly the prince kicked a cloud of dust around the entire village, and I saw but a single point of light. It was my staff, and the injured man had managed to get on one knee and was pointing it at the prince like a firework. "It's an artifact from beyond and listens to your will. Just heal your wounds and get out of here." The man didn't reply, but the light grew brighter until I saw Molag Bal drop his sword and prepare a spell. I lashed out with a final ray of light, vaporizing a finger, but the prince grabbed me, and I had just enough power left to stop him from crushing me. "What do we have here?" the prince sneered at me. "Another puny, pathetic mortal who thinks they can defy me." The man below gasped, and moved right under us, and I knew what he intended. "Go," I told him one final time. "No," he replied. "Let me have your blade." "Don't sacrifice yourself for me. I will endure as I always have," I called back, but I knew it was futile. With a sense of finality, I expanded my barrier, causing Molag Bal to loosen his grip, then with a fire-encased hand, burnt through my leather scabbard, which released my sword, and severed another finger. It fell, and the man grasped it, and gasped, "I do this for the many," before bringing it down on my staff, which had begun to glow like a nova. With a deafening explosion, my staff shattered and let loose an apocalyptic column of light that vaporized Molag Bal's manifestation and continued onward into the heavens until it tore a new pinpoint of light in the sky. It took me decades to recover from this battle, but I knew that all would have been lost were it not for the unsung hero whom I never had a chance to thank. The winds of discord sow the seeds of redemption.
Dragonborn comes with a voice-wielding power of the ancient Nord art. Believe, believe, the Dragonborn comes. It's an end to the evil of all Skyrim's foes. Beware, beware, the Dragonborn comes. For the darkness has passed, and the legend yet grows. You'll know, the Dragonborns come.
Feel free to make requests. Oh, no. but being surrounded by good music, good drink, and good friends is all I've ever asked for. Only in that I'm a graduate. I work here at the Winking Skeever. I would highly recommend it, though. Talk to Viarmo if you're interested. Generally, if you want rumors, you should talk to Corpulus. That said, I did see a visitor pass through on his way to the Blue Palace. You should think about staying the night.
Ah, yet another new face. I'm from Hammerfell, you see. I can hardly keep track of all the people I've been meeting. Aye, but I'll be here in solitude for longer still. Fiata's skill as a Fletcher drew me to this place. I wanted to learn. And there is still much of Skyrim I wish to see. I hear there is a city, Windhelm, that is nearly white with... what do you call it? Oh yeah, snow. And far to the west lies a ruin, Falskaar. Inside there's said to be a wall, black as night, and it speaks in the ancient dragon tongue. There are wonders in this place I never dreamed imaginable. Where the dragon attacked? We've heard rumors of death and fire from the skies, but no real news. Then we should soon be selling arrows by the bushel. A sword is no good against a dragon. Good to talk to a fellow traveler.
Is just about done. We'll drive out the storm cloaks and restore what we owe. The children of Skyrim, and we fight all our lives. And when Sovngarde beckons, every one of us dies.
Hail, traveler. What brings you to the tavern?
And we'll see it wiped clean of the scourge that has sullied our hopes.
And once you stopped by, then what? You lack purpose, stranger. Maybe I can provide it. Just an orc with a lot of time to kill. A game of sorts. One that both of us can appreciate. We each kill 6 men. First to 6 wins the prize. But to make things more interesting, the targets have to fall within a set of rules. That's fine. The rules don't state you have to kill the innocent. The only thing that matters is their name. I will kill 6 people. 1 for each letter of Immersiv's name. You will do the same for Ulfric. And it must be in order. Meaning the first person you kill must have a name that starts with the letter U. It could be Ullendil, the stablemaster, Uvera, the vampire, or even Ulfric himself. That is rule number 1. No Nords, save for the first and last letter. Given we're in Skyrim, it would be too easy otherwise.
Beware, beware, the Dragonborn comes.
Whenever I can find a willing player. You see, I've grown bored by killing people the old-fashioned way. Orcs were never meant to live long lives. I'm guessing this is why. Gold is boring. You win, I fight by your side. I win, you do something for me. Good. The first one to kill all 6 men and return to this tavern will have won the wager. Their urns will serve as proof.
Who's there? Rodolphe? That you? Boss was looking for you, said he'd be up at the summit. Better not keep him waiting.
Make it quick. Hey, what are you doing here? You can't stay here. I found this place first. No, Lund is that fellow lying on the bed over there. The thing you smell? Like, rotten meat stuffed into a warm armpit? That's Lund. Not much for bathing that one. Not much for anything, I suppose, given he's dead. On the other hand, the worse he smells, the less I have to worry about. The stink detracts bandits and other squatters from trespassing on my property. But if you really need a bed for the night, then be my guest. You can have his bed. He ain't got no use for it. Barely cold, Asher bones. Dead is dead. And unless them skeevers is his kin, I believe the law is quite clear on what happens next. I believe it's something to the effect of finders keepers. But you can check with the nearest Jarl if you want to confirm that. They're, hand-me-downs. From my brother, Lund Diaz. Yeah, I reckon you're right. But where am I gonna get another corpse? Skeevers don't have the same smell. Bury him? You mean dispose of the corpse? Why don't you just invite the bandits into my home and serve them tea? Unless he's already lost his smell. Stendarr's mercy. I thought these things take months to rot. Cabbage? Smells like dirt and rivers and, sunsets. You know, vegetable smells. I guess it's no use lying about it. You're right. Never had a sense of smell. Although, I've always done my best to fake it. The way people talk about how everything stinks. Used to think it was a blessing. But then I met this soldier who lost his sense of smell in the war. He was out fighting the Thalmor. Got kissed by an ice spike. So the last thing he ever smelled was the cold blood crawling down his nose. He told me smell ain't just about odor. Turns out when you taste something, you gotta smell it too, or ends up not having any taste. I ain't explaining it so good. Basically what he said was, when I eat something, ain't got but 5 flavors. Salty, sour, sweet, bitter, and savory. That's it. That's why when folks get sick, they complain about losing their sense of taste. What they really lost is their sense of smell. Next time you eat something, hold your nose. Same thing. Because I'm a man, and a man has his pride. Don't want people feeling sorry for me every time they pass around a bottle. It's like when you can't make fun of ugly people because there's an orc in the room. Just makes things awkward. I don't want to be the one who ruins everyone's good time. Why, yes! Let me just summon my carriage at Falskaar and have one escort me to my home in solitude while the other tends to my nipples. What? You're asking me? Does the concept of sarcasm mean nothing to you? Well, in that case, you're welcome to ask my imaginary Falskaar to tend to yours as well. Then we'll go outside and watch her milk Ennis's goat. Won't that be a fun time to be a complete moron? About time.
Is someone there? Time to end this little...
Must be my imagination. What was that? so much easier to roll when you're dead!
No one bests an orc.
Die already, so I can take your stuff.
You think you can take me?
I'm warning you, back off.
You can't hide from me.
That's effective!
Dragonborn, Dragonborn, does whatever a dragon can.
It shames me to see King Olaf burned in effigy every year. Tales of his heroic exploits reached even faraway Somerset.
How goes the hunt? Don't tell me you've finished.
I know it's difficult, but do try to look inconspicuous.
As do I. But I have a feeling I'll get to mine first. You see, I've spelled out most of Elisiv's name in blood, and as luck would have it, the final letter is right here in this inn.
Dragonbridge. I'll find a trace of them.
The rumors say the culprits are vampires. I try not to listen to swagger like that.
Ha! I suppose it is. But do you honestly think you can kill me before I kill the girl? Let's test it, shall we? It'll take more than that. See you. You win.
Together. Don't miss the point.
There's been rumors of Talos worshippers leaving notes at the Temple of the Divines. I've never seen one myself, though. Kill me? You mean Oh, gods. Oh, okay. I guess what I'm trying to say is, thank you. Until next time.
I tasted each of this year's wines. My knowledge would be incomplete, you see.
This is a nice respite from the dangers of the road.
This is an ode to Skyrim.
What are you doing that for?
Protectors.
Welcome to the Winking Skeever, friend.
We drink to our youth, to the days come and go.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
The age of aggression is just about done.
I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
We'll drive out the storm cloaks and restore what we own. With our blood and our steel, we will take back our home. Down with Ulfric, the killer of kings. On the day of your death, we will drink and we'll sing. We're the children of Skyrim, and we fight all our lives. And when Sovngarde beckons, every one of us dies.
Cozy beds are certainly welcome after our long journey.
But this land is ours, and we'll see it wiped clean of the scourge
Let me
that
know if
has
there's anything else you
sullied
need.
our hopes and our dreams.